Hey everybody, Will here from PPC Coach. So welcome to the Cashing In on Valentine's Day 2023 webinar. I appreciate you coming on. First things first, can you hear me? And can you see my screen? So just give me a one in the chat box if everything is good to go. Let's see, people are still coming in, that's good. Got a one, awesome, all is good. And second thing, I always do this, where are you located? Type your location in the chat box now. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. I'm 2 hours from Detroit, 2 hours from Toronto, uh, way up in the Great White North for all my American friends. So where are you? Oh, right on. Let's see who the furthest away is. So far we have a winner, Belgium. Nice. San Antonio, Texas. Gateshead, UK. Right on. Margate, UK. Happy New Year to you too. Toronto, just down the road, just outside Philly. Philadelphia, Montreal. So, wow, we really do have a global audience here. Mountain View, California. I also have a guy in New Zealand, and it's usually about 4 o'clock in the morning, I think, for him. But he usually comes on my webinars. I don't know if he's here today. Are you here? Oh, Johannesburg, South Africa. Man, this is awesome. We're global. Love it. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. I am not going to waste your time. I'm going to try and provide as much value as I possibly can here because Valentine's Day is huge. So again, I'm going to dive in. Thank you very much for coming on. I do have a lot of stuff to show you today. And so what are we going to cover? Basically three things. What to sell, some great products, how to sell them. So you need people looking at your products, and how to speed things up. So you can do this alone if you wanted to, but I'll talk about more later. So who's this for? Basically the following people. It's for people who want something different, people who just want to profit from Valentine's Day, and it's for positive action takers. So you don't have to have an Etsy shop. You don't have to have a Shopify store. If you have them, that's great. I have them. They work very well. You don't need them though. Okay, so I'll talk more about that later. Who it's not for, basically, I'm getting old and I have no time anymore for like negative people. I don't have any time for finger pointers. And the thing with finger pointers is when they point one at you, there's always like three pointing back at them. So, I mean, quitters, no time for that. Bad attitudes, eh. And all around unpleasant people, not really my cup of tea. So, if you're here, I'm sure you don't fit those categories at all. So, I'm sure that this is for you. So, if you stay until the end, I do have something for you. I'll just tease you with that. Before we begin, usually I do like to introduce myself. This time, I'm not really going to. You're all on my email list. You've seen my YouTube channel. You've been in my Facebook group. I think you know a little bit about me. But if you want to know more, you can Google my name, Will Hamerl or PPC Coach, and you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. Hopefully, it's all good. There was one point in time where I had a competitor who was trying to like kind of run my name through the mud there, but he's gone now. He's still living in his parents' basement, so it's all good. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a father of 5 daughters, husband, and I've been working full time online for myself since 2007. So that is now, holy cow, 16 years that I've been on my own, just working as a one man band, basically. But enough about me. Most of you know me by now. Instead, let's talk about you. So, is this you? Maybe you are the raring to go entrepreneur. You buy a course or a group coaching program or a boot camp or some program to help you. You're pumped. You're thinking, you know what, this is it. Finally, this is it. You devour the training for the first 2 or 3 days. Then it gets to the action taking part, and you start kind of losing interest. You start binge watching Breaking Bad again, and it's looking better and better, but you're committed. So you make one attempt at selling something, it flops. You don't log into the course that you bought again. Now, does that hit close to home? It's okay if it does, because you're human, and a lot of people do that. Unfortunately, I've seen it too many times, but maybe you're an action taker who gives everything the good old college try. You've seen others succeed, and you know, hey, this is possible. I can do this too. So maybe it just, it doesn't seem to click for you. So now what do? Well, you start seeking out free training, and there is a ton out there right now. There's tons of free stuff that you can get. And then you start seeking out paid training because you're like, well, if it's free and you get you get what you pay for in life, then maybe I should pay for something too. Now, a lot of that paid training out there is from a lot of my former students, which is wonderful. But so you continue to struggle. and you continue to not make any money online, and you start getting disappointed, and you end up in like a vicious cycle where you're constantly buying and you're constantly failing. You're thinking of giving up, but you don't. The point is, you're not going to give up on your dream. Your dream is your goal, and your goal is what keeps you going. So, goals are good. We all have them. What's your goal? Type your goal in the chat box right now. Give me a monetary goal, what you want to make per month in order to be happy, in order to say, hey, I made it. Is it $1,000 a month? Is it 5,000? Is it 10,000? Is it 100,000? Is it a million? What's your goal? Now I'll tell you, the guys who type in a million, they're real go-getters, but most of them are. I mean, getting to $1 million a month with print on demand requires a lot. Like I'm talking teams of people. So what's your goal? Let's have a look here. Oh, Chattanooga. Sorry, I missed you earlier. All right, so we got 5K, 10K, net profit of 2,000. There you go. 15K is fine right now. $1,000 per month. Good. 2K, 10K. Usually when I ask this, I do get a wide variety of answers, and 10K is normally what people say they want to make per month because that puts them at about 120,000 per year. If you're below that, that's good. It just means you're setting more realistic goals, and it's even more achievable in my mind. So that's a good thing. Getting a lot of good variety of answers there. Here's my goal. Excuse me. My goal is very detailed, but I need $3 million in cash to invest at 5% in a corporate bond ladder that pays me $150,000 per year, which is about $12,500 per month for the rest of my life without lifting a finger again, so I can focus on my kids and wife every day. That's it. Very specific, right? The only thing I'm missing is a time frame. So when you have a goal, you need a number, you need a plan, and you need a time frame. So I'm not there yet, but I am working on it. The point is, without that goal, I would struggle to keep going some days. Some days, just as you guys all know, they absolutely stink. So maybe you're in a fight with a family member. Maybe a campaign flops for no reason. Maybe a customer can't log in. Maybe like I have to deal with software issues or I have competitors copying me left, right, and center. In my business, I have competitors copying not only my products, but my training programs. And it just, I take it as a compliment, but some days it just stinks, right? Or, I mean, Facebook can ban you. So that one is basically the most frustrating of all things that can happen to you as an entrepreneur, as a print on demand marketer. That's the worst, especially when you didn't really do anything wrong at all. And all of a sudden you log into your account and you get that stupid image that they put up there where it says you're disabled or you can no longer advertise. And then you try and contact them and I swear to God, they have no customer support whatsoever. So for me, a couple of years ago, December 29th, 2021, Facebook restricted my advertising account. Not a ban, they said when I contacted them. And it's like, okay, so you restricted my advertising account, but my accounts aren't banned. Yes, that's right, sir. Okay, so when I log in and I try to run a campaign, I can't. Oh, no, you're restricted from advertising. Okay, but I'm not banned. No, your accounts are fine. It's just you're restricted. I'm like, do you guys even listen to what you're saying? It was the most frustrating thing because I just had a wicked run in the fourth quarter on Facebook. And then I turned my campaigns off on the 25th, come back in a couple days later. I'm like, okay, that's fun. So what do I do? Do I quit? Do I just throw in the towel? Do I say, well, that's it. If I can't advertise on Facebook, life's over. No way. I keep going because I have a goal. And so why tell you all this? It's because you need something to keep you going too. So bad days, they're going to happen. It's guaranteed. There's now 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and change. And change involves usually bad days, and bad days are like an opportunity because when one door closes, usually 2 or 3 open. So think of it that way. Goals will give you something to focus on, right? So you can feel sorry for yourself and you can wallow in self-pity, or you can literally change anything you want in your life at any time. It's really up to you, which is why you're here. So maybe you've tried and failed. That's why I put together the Valentine's Day 2023 boot camp. More on that later. Let's get into the training now. So today we're going to cover 3 things that are going to help you. So let's dive in. I can't wait. Number 1 is what to sell. Now there is more than just jewelry out there. And usually I'll put together some pretty slides and I'll show you some things, but I'm going to actually show you a few like options that are happening right now. And I'm going to go to Etsy for this, even though you don't need to use Etsy. Okay. I do use Etsy, but you don't have to. So if I go to Etsy and I type in something like Valentine's Day gift for her. You'll get a lot of good results. And look what's coming up first. Look at that. It's a message card. So let's have a look at this. This is a little piece of jewelry that people can give, in this case, to their girlfriend. So this one, when you're looking on Etsy, if you see shop reviews, that's for the whole shop. And if you see reviews for this product, that means that this particular product is selling very well. So in this case, this is probably a new product because it's running on an ad, but it should sell. So it says, to my beautiful girlfriend, the day I met you, I found my missing piece. You complete me and make my body and soul whole again. You make me smile whenever I feel down, and you're always there. I cannot express in words how much you mean to me. You're my dream come true. Happy Valentine's Day, my love. I love you always. Okay, see that? I'm thinking that's generated by artificial intelligence, to be honest. So if you're thinking, well, there's no way I could write one of those. I don't have a romantic bone in my body. I'm not a copywriter. I don't know what the heck I would ever do to write something like that. Let me show you something real quick. Let's say you wanted to make one of these message cards, which you should because they actually sell really, really well, especially for Valentine's Day. Imagine you're a boyfriend and you go, here, girlfriend, take this. And they open up their nice box. Look over here. Here's a nice box. This is actually from Shine On, this particular box, but there are multiple companies now that offer this outside of just Shine On. So it's got a nice little light shines on them, and they open up the box and they read that, and then they put their necklace on. They're like, oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you, boyfriend. I love you so much. And you're like, man, yeah, that sounds good. I want to cash in on that. Okay. So how do we make this part? Well, let's go here. Let's go to my favorite little tool lately. And if you haven't used this, you should. It's called ChatGPT. And watch this. Write a Valentine's Day greeting card to my girlfriend, telling her how much she means to me and how much I love her. So go ahead, Mr. Robot, do it. Now you could go in here and say, what's a nice quote for a girlfriend? That doesn't work as well with this. You got to speak to this in this way, and it'll work a lot better. So look at this. What I just got is a couple ideas, and these aren't ideas. These are actually things I can use. But I told the AI, the artificial intelligence, to write me a greeting card. So it's kind of going through. I hope it doesn't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. But anyway, don't get stuck. It says, Happy Valentine's Day. I just want to take a moment to tell you how much you mean to me and how much I love you. From the moment I met you, I knew you were someone special. You have brought so much joy and happiness in my life. I'm grateful for every moment we have spent together. You're my rock, my confidant, my everything. I can't imagine going through this crazy journey called life without you. I love you more and more each day. So I did get a network error. That can happen. Just log out, log back in. The point is, I can take those paragraphs and I can put them here on a nice little image file. I can upload it to my supplier. I can then put it on an Etsy shop. I can also use other platforms to actually sell these. And if you're looking at this and you're thinking, okay, that one didn't sell though, Will, find me one that did. Okay, I will. Let's go back here. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's go to my girlfriend necklace. We're looking at what to sell. And now I could go through each of these and try and find the best selling ones just by looking at, looking for the best seller tag. There's a good one there. Or I can use a little spy tool and I can hit product analytics and hopefully it comes up here. And then it will actually tell me based on those listings, if I hit refresh. Sometimes my tool doesn't like me when I'm live. Give it a second. There we go. So now I've got the total sales and I can sort it by total sales. I can go, okay, so personalized one did really well. A bunch of personalized ones did really well. I'm just looking down here. There's one. Love Not, Mother of the Bride. Okay, that's not quite what we wanted. To my wife, that's cool. To my soulmate. Oh, well, let's look at this one. This one sold quite a few. So it has 82 reviews. And if you ever want to figure out how many sales that is, we go like this. Take the number of reviews, 82, divided by 0.15, assuming about 15 of the people who bought the product will actually leave a review. That gives you about, we'll round that up to 547 times 40.78. Now it's converting, oh no, that's US. That's about $22,293. Now, of that, the person will probably take home, that's revenue, so they'll probably take home about 30% of that, which is about $6,687 profit. That's after fees and base costs and shipping and all that. That's pretty good, right? I think so. Now, if you wanted to make one of these, well, if you go here to this and you say, write a Valentine's Day greeting card to my wife, and then you punch in to my wife, sometimes this one says, sometimes it's hard to find words to tell you how much you mean to me, blah, 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 blah. Love your husband. You can make this very simple, super simple. In fact, this one is just a black image with white font up here, white font here, and white font here. And there are a lot of different ways that you can make these and you can sell them. You can use Etsy, but you don't need to. You can use Shopify, but you don't need to. There is a company we can use that we don't have to use any shop at all. So that's very, very cool. Now that's just one option. Okay, that is a necklace that we could sell. So let's go back to Etsy and look at all these. There's pages and pages and pages. It's a great option, pays very well. But now, what about this? What about a mug? Say we want to sell a coffee mug instead. Well, here you go. We've got a whole bunch of these. Mug for a girlfriend. I love you because you inspire me. You're sexy. You give me goosebumps. You're crazy. You love to cook for me. You're clever. And you get me. You make me laugh. You're my one and only. You're beautiful. And just because I do. Or the world's best boyfriend gave me that mug. Gave me this mug. That's actually funny. You will forever be my always. If you think I'm cute, you should meet my girlfriend. That's funny too. And then we got a mix of other stuff. Those are ads. And then I just want to touch your butt all the time. It's nice. Olivia, William. Dear name, thank you for being my girlfriend. If I had a different girlfriend, I'd punch her in the face and go find you. Love your name. All this stuff you can do. You can do it very easily, actually. Even the custom name stuff, you can do that. And you don't even need to do any extra work. It's very, very cool. Personalized gifts on Etsy sell very well. But again, we don't need to use Etsy for this. So here, let's go down, look for a coffee mug. There's the one. So that one has about 84 sales. I think that was a touch your butt one. Yeah, so we're getting reviews, so we have sales. They're selling that at $23.39. So we've got basically two very prime examples here. Oops, I said a blank mug. Oops. That's not good. Not good at all. So that seller's got to fix that. But this particular store, not this particular product, but store, has 17,247 sales. So that is awesome. That is amazing. And now we've got some ideas of another product we can sell, coffee mugs for Valentine's Day. We can sell message cards for Valentine's Day. And a third one that we could sell, there's a lot of different ideas here, is this. To my girlfriend. We could sell candles if we wanted. Look at all these. Kind of the same format here, right? To my girlfriend, something mushy, love you always and forever. To, that one's hard to read. You're my favorite. Okay, here we go. Let me click on this. Hand poured with love by Monoclone Fragrance Lab. Okay, whatever. You are my favorite notification. We could literally print that label, put it onto a print-on-demand candle, and sell it. So that one has 19 reviews. So again, if we pull out the trusty calculator and we say 19 divided by 0.15, it's about 127 sold times 11.99. That's about 1,500. So this particular one is not as crazy a seller as our message card, but maybe 455 bucks. Maybe it's a new one. Maybe it's not getting as much traction. There are others on here that we could probably find that have more. There's some candles. You're my person. You're my best friend. You're a real bad bee. Nice. Being my girlfriend is really the only gift you need, but here's a candle. Oh man, see, I see something like that and I think, oh, what am I going to get the wife for Valentine's Day? Oh yeah, I could do that. Being my wife is really the only gift you need, but here's a candle. Or being my wife is really the only gift you need, but here's a necklace. And then I throw it on a necklace. Being my wife is really the only gift you need, but here's a mug. Like, think of that. So I could take that one saying, I could put on 3 different products, and I could do very well. So I hope the wheels are turning. I hope you're getting some inspiration. I hope you're like, yeah, I could sell these message cards. I could sell these coffee mugs. I could sell these candles. I could sell probably a couple more things if I can find them too. All you really need is a supplier, right? You need an idea. You need an image. You need a supplier. You need somebody to help you do all this, right? I think it's perfect. I love it. This stuff gets me excited. It's super cool to do, super cool to review. I'm just going to close this off. Yeah, let's let go of that. So, the basic gist, there's a lot of options out there for you to sell, like tons of options. And that, I only covered 3, but there's a lot more than that too. And if you take an option and you personalize it, you just went to another level in the print on demand game, because personalized stuff sells even better than just regular stuff. Although the regular stuff that is not personalized does very well too. So don't discount that. Are you pumped? Do you see what's possible? Let's move on to the second part now. So this is how to sell them. So let's go to the trusty Funalytics whiteboard here. Let me pull it up. Lost my, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to go over here. Hope I spelled that right. Yeah, I did. Okay. Log in. Oop. Okay. Now log in. Funalytics. I like this tool because it allows me to really show things on a like 30,000 foot level. Just going to take one of these. Go with this one. There we go. And I actually used up all my free ones, but let's go here. Oop. There. All right. Move that over. So we have, let's say we have products now. And we're like, okay, now what do I do? How do I get this working? Delete. Delete. Here is what we need. So what do we want here? How to sell them. Okay. So we need a sales page, first of all. Let's get a sales page. And that sales page is the page where we have our product. So here's a sales page. Boom. This could be, in this example, we'll say this is a, let's say it's a message card that we made. And we're like, we're very proud of it. It's sitting out there in Cyberland. Nobody's looking at it. So what can we do? Well, we got to get eyeballs on this. So in order to sell this, we got to get people looking at this. So if you were like somebody who's like, okay, well, I can take this and I can go to like the weekend market and I can rent a booth and I can make a display and I can have samples there and people can come to the market and they can buy it. And then hopefully I make enough money to cover the cost of the booth. And then that's all good. But that's the old school brick and mortar way. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking online. So what we want to do first of all is there's 2 routes. There's a free route and there's a paid route. So if we go with the free route first, we're going to look at places like Facebook. Oops. Okay. And we can take traffic from Facebook and send it to our sales page for our message card. And we can hope that people buy it. Okay. Another route is Facebook groups. So I'm going to put a different icon here. So this first Facebook might be you create a page on Facebook and then you post your product in there with a link to it. Second one is like groups. You can post it in your group or other people's groups and you can send traffic there. You can also use places like this works very well, especially for female orientated products, just because there's more females on Pinterest. Nothing wrong with that. Take an image, post it on Pinterest with a link going to your message card and make sales that way. You could also go to good old Instagram. You create an account and you're like, okay, well, let's post it on Instagram, see if I can get some sales that way. And usually you can. And then there's Twitter. Now, Twitter is more like the online arguing marketplace. but you can still create a Twitter account and you can post it on there. So you've got like 5 different things you can do here, which is very cool. And that will drive traffic to your sales page for free. Now, if you're thinking, okay, so that's fine for one product. What if I have like 10? What if I have 50? Well, now you want to automate this side. And there's a way. And that's a way that I'll be teaching how to do this, how to automate this side. It's actually pretty cool when you see it. Or if you're like, you know what? I don't really want to do free stuff. I want to do paid ads because I don't, I want to move quick. I want to move fast and I want to control things. So over here on the right side, we have this TikTok. And the reason I'm using TikTok is it's growing super fast. The rates that they charge for the ads are very low. There's a ton of people on it and they will buy. So when you're running ads on TikTok, it's a little bit different from running ads on Facebook. And I can't even run ads on Facebook, but you know what? I don't need to. So I'm running ads on TikTok and I'm sending it to my page and people are buying it. The only thing I really need to do this is I need a video. So I have to figure out how the heck do I make a video of this product? And that's what I teach as well. Now, that's one way. Free over here, paid over here. And there's one more I'm going to show you. And that's good old email. I'm going to put this at the top because this email is king. So at the very top is email. And you're thinking, well, how am I going to email a message card when I don't even have an email list? Good point. You got to build that list. And that list can be prospects who haven't bought anything from you. It can also be buyers who have bought stuff from you in the past. So just because somebody buys a message card, say it's to my wife, well, that guy's a husband. We know that, but don't think that the only thing I can send that guy now is wife products because that's all he's going to buy. Well, that's not true. Maybe he has a daughter. Maybe he has a son. Maybe he has a granddaughter. Maybe he has a grandson. Maybe he has a niece. Maybe he has a brother. Maybe he has a sister. Like he has all these different relationships where we can sell him different gifts about those relationships, about different holiday events too. So if Christmas rolls around and you sold this guy a wife message card in February, Christmas rolls around, well, you're going to sell him another wife Christmas card now, or a Christmas candle, or a Christmas mug, or Christmas whatever it may be. But there's a lot of things that you can do with your email list. So there's a 3-prong approach right there. How do we get people looking at this? We use free traffic on the left, we use email on the top, and we use TikTok ads on the right. Now, if you really wanted to, you could throw in Facebook ads. I can't because I'm restricted, not banned, but you could if you wanted. I just prefer TikTok because they're actually a little bit more friendly, and they do actually respond to customer support requests and everything else. Now, TikTok's not the only game in town. Facebook's not the only game in town. There's also places like Google Ads that you can use, which do work very well. And did you know, like in your inbox on a Gmail account, you can actually have ads that you pay for to run in people's inboxes? Did you know you could create a banner and you could run that on websites around the web, like various different websites? Say you go to like ESPN to check out the scores from last night's games. Well, there's banners all over that. You could have your product showing on the ESPN website. Or what if people go to Google and search? Let's just do this real quick. So I go to Google and I'm like, okay, let's search Google. To my girlfriend necklace. What comes up? Well, there's Google Shopping right there. But right here, good old Amazon. Do you know how Amazon got so big? By running Google AdWords. Back in the day, they used to call it Google AdWords. Now it's Google Ads. But look at this. Necklace spring. Gifts for girlfriend. Necklace spring. Okay, so somebody's smart. I like this guy or girl. They are putting their whole store on Google Ads. And look at that. There's a bunch of beauties in there. I can tell right away. Just by the fact that they have 38 pages of how many per page? What's that, 10? Well, there you go. 1,365 results on this store called Necklace Spring. Oh, best selling? Thank you for handing me those. Thanks, buddy. Or budette. I don't know which are. But they're selling all these, and they're advertising them right here. So I typed in "to my girlfriend necklace." They're bidding on that phrase. Their ad shows up right here. Holy crap. Wow. So the rest of your competition, in as far as necklace sellers, they're only advertising on Facebook. Okay, we can go beyond that. We can go to TikTok, we can go to Google, we can use a whole bunch of different ways to do this. So if you're thinking, yeah, that sounds like I might as well do brain surgery because I have no idea how to run an ad on TikTok. I certainly have no idea how to get an ad right here like Necklace Spring did. I don't even know who this is, but bravo for them. Like, way to kick butt. They own this now. So somebody is going to Google, and yes, us old people go to Google. And old, I say I'm old, I'm 47, but we do go to Google and we look for stuff. So when we see an ad for this kind of thing, or we see this, we'll click it and we'll go to the shop, and I might be like, okay, well, that one tickles my fancy. I'm going to buy that one. There's mom, to my mom, boyfriend's mom, best bonus mom, bonus daughter, bonus mom, promise necklace, boyfriend's mother. So that's probably for a wedding. To my daughter with the old lion on it. That's actually very cool. The lion and the cub. To my sister, I'm sorry for hurting you. I've seen these before. That's where a guy like cheats and he buys this I'm sorry for hurting you and I'm a dirtbag necklace. It's kind of funny. Well, not funny that they cheated, but funny that they would have a necklace for it. Mother and son, boyfriend's mom, all this stuff. And it's all advertised here. And I'm sure this place is advertising everywhere that I think they should be too. So good job for them. This is what it looks like. That's what you're doing. You want to get people looking at your product, buying it, because that puts money in your pocket. All right, I'm going to move this over. We're going to continue on. I could go on all day about that side of the business because I love, love, love the marketing side. It's one of my favorite parts of it. But let's go over here. How to sell them. All right, there we go. So that's what it looks like. But what are the steps? Like, I need steps. I don't just need to see a 3,000 foot, 30,000 foot view. I need steps. All right, there are 5 steps that I'm going to give you. You got to follow these in order to succeed. Don't skip any. All right, so let's have a look. Follow this system. You're going to profit. Number 1 is research. So just like I did, go on Etsy. Okay, even if you're not selling on Etsy, go on Etsy. Just to spy. Use spy tools. There's a whole bunch out there. If you need any, let me know. You saw one of them, Everbee. Note what is working. Comments and shares and reviews are that will give you a good idea. Etsy also has like a bestseller tag that they put on when a product is a bestseller. So it's very easy to figure out. And then you can create, I usually create like a Google sheet, and then I'll have screenshots and I'll document things like how many reviews this has, the sales, the price, the revenue, and then what it says, and then I'll put a status, and then I'll put some notes, and I have it all in my Google Sheet is my database. And Google Sheets have replaced Excel, by the way, big time. So that's a good thing. Once you have all that research done, you got to go and make designs. So the designs are what I showed you there. So you can create your own. You can use Canva. You can use a free program called Photopea, which is like Photoshop but free. So Photoshop is like $10 a month, I think, something like that. I don't know what they charge me from Adobe, but it used to be a one-time fee. Now it's a monthly fee, but it's only $10. It's really good. Or you could outsource them. You could go to Fiverr, or you could use my templates. I got a template club that I run where I actually make those templates for those message cards, and I give them to 10 of them with the fonts and with the Photoshop file. Every month, the members of the club get 10 of them. You can get the source files. You can reuse designs. You can switch out quotes. So once you make a design that you like, and once you make one that's kind of selling pretty well, there's nothing wrong with swapping out the quote and just making a new product with a new quote. Okay. Number 3 is upload. So you need a place to sell them. So like I said, you can use Etsy, you can use Shopify. You can also use this Gear Bubble place, which is really good. I've sold over 7 figures on there. It's free. There's no customer service needed. There's no website needed. So you're eliminating 2 of the biggest roadblocks to selling online. You can create a store there too. Setup is simple. There's no cost. It's a good option. They have a free store available, which is super cool. So that's where you'd upload it. And then you test. So using your free and paid traffic methods that I've showed you, you're going to run test campaigns, you're going to find winners, and guess what you do with those winners? You scale them. So once you have a winner, and a winner is just something that's making sales, then you scale it. Most change their methods when they get into scaling. I don't do that. I keep the same method that worked. I just do more of that method. So really, that's it. I mean, that's my system in a nutshell. Sound good so far? I think so. Let's move on to the third thing now, which is vital, and then we'll close this off for you. So that is number 3, and that's how to speed things up. So There's no need to do all this alone anymore. Are you getting excited? But I have a few questions on where to begin, maybe how to do this or how to do that. That's fine. Well, buckle up. It's about to get even better. So let's finish this off, and then I'll get to my offer to you, and then you can be on your way. So reality check. This is not a simple thing that we were talking about. I know I kind of dumbed it down a little bit, but there's a lot of moving parts. It can be quite complicated to figure out on your own. So you need a couple things before you can even start. So you need products, you need a marketplace to sell on, you need ideas, you definitely need accountability, you need guidance, motivation, you need a group of like-minded people, and a never give up attitude. So how do you do this? Well, you've got two basic options. The first is the easy way, and the second is the hard way. The easy way is a straight line from A to B. This one is where you go and try it on your own. That doesn't work, so you turn this way, and that doesn't work, so you go back over here and try and navigate these waters, and finally you get there. This red line on the hard way is a lot longer than the red line on the easy way. So the hard way, go for it on your own. Go to YouTube. I told you there's free training. Search for how to cash in on Valentine's Day 2023. You get the following: different opinions, different styles, outdated methods, shifty people, so many shifty people, tons of ways. Then go try each one on your own. Okay. And now you've got something. It's not the solution, but it's something called information overload. So you have so many options that you do not know where to start, which typically leads to overthinking and overanalyzing. So you do nothing and you go back to square one. And that route absolutely stinks. I don't suggest it for anyone. Instead, just take the easy route. Learn from someone who is an experienced expert. Let's go back to 2005 for a second so I can show you what I did. I took the easy way. I found a mentor and a coach. So what I did, I was working at TD Ameritrade. I took the night shift so I could search the internet and work on my online business. I found a mentor. He taught me all about my first business. That was generating secured loan leads online. I would sell them to banks and loan companies in the UK. Without that guy, I would still probably be at the 9 to 5 job, hating my life. I'd probably be a manager by now, or I don't know, a VP at the bank, and that would suck. I wouldn't like my life. So let's say you want to learn a programming language. What do? You find someone to teach you how. You go online, you take some courses, at the community college, whatever you need to do. You got to find somebody to teach you. You want to learn how to invest? What do? Well, you find someone to teach you how. So now there's a lot of programs on there that'll teach you investing. If you want to learn to invest, don't come to me because everything I buy, I will lose money. I used to be a financial advisor in my previous life. So just recently, about a little over a year ago, I got back into the stock market and I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy like 5 stocks and they're going to be stuff that I know and stuff that I use. So like, I'm going to buy PayPal stock. Bad move. It's down like 70%. I'm going to buy Shopify stock. Bad move, down 70%. I'm going to buy Royal Bank stock because they're a huge bank, right? Well, they're down about 5%. And then I'm going to buy, there was one other one. A graphic card company because I use 2 of them in my computer. Well, they're down about 40%, I think. And then finally, I'm like, you know what? Warren Buffett's a smart guy. I'm going to dump some money into Berkshire Hathaway too, the B shares, not the super expensive A shares. And his is the only one who's up. He's the only one who survived. So I'm down on my portfolio right now. So don't come to me if you want to learn to invest. But if you want to learn how to make money, I can help you with that. Find someone to teach you how. So this is no different. You got to find someone to teach you. And a group of people who are going through it with you helps enormously. So which brings me to the last part, which is my offer to you. At the beginning, I mentioned that I have a Valentine's Day 2023 boot camp. That's what my offer is. It's a way to skip a lot of the roadblocks and to get profitable. But first, let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying it so far? Did you get some value? I hope you're nodding your head yes. Do you think this might be the missing piece you've been looking for? So what we've covered so far is what to sell, how to sell them, and how to speed things up. So my question is, do you want to do this with me? Introducing the Valentine's Day 2023 Bootcamp. The info and the methods that I've shown today, they only scratch the surface, not even a dent, to be honest. There's a lot of details that we got to go through. So the Valentine's Day 2023 Bootcamp is all about teaching you how to implement the 5 steps, showing you the exact products to sell, letting them handle all the customer service, teaching you how to send free traffic, teaching you how to send paid traffic, getting you to cash in on Valentine's Day 2023. Pretty simple. What is it though? It's full training and support with some sweet bonuses all packaged up for you to get there quick. So sound pretty sweet? It is. So here's what you get. First, 3 live trainings over the shoulder. You learn, then you do. It's in a group coaching format. Value of that is about $1,997. Those are live training sessions, okay? Where you can ask questions, we can interact. You watch over my shoulder as I do every single step. Okay, it's full training, step by step, in detail. That's just the training portion though. I've got a couple other things, couple bonuses for you too. So bonus number 1 is the ongoing support. So you don't want to go at this alone. There's no need to fly solo anymore. If you ever tried talking to someone about online stuff, they do this. Haha, wait, what? I have no idea what you just said. Hey, Will, what do you do for a living? Well, what I do is I find products to sell to people to give as gifts, and then I pay a print-on-demand supplier to print, pack, and ship it. And then when they have the tracking number, they'll update the customer with it. And people are like, yeah, I have no idea what you just said. That's what my wife does. Every time I start talking about my business, she's like, that's great. Are you making money? Yes, you are. Okay, good job. So what's the solution? It's a group of people who speak your language, right? That's what bonus number 1 is. It's a dedicated members only group for support and coaching along the way. So what you get in that dedicated private Facebook group, it's members only, right on Facebook, available 24/7. Get support, network with others, people who are in your shoes, people who will help you out, led by me. Okay, it's a $19.97 value. And yeah, it's as valuable as the training itself. So you get the training and support. Does that sound pretty good? There you go. Total value, $3,994. But that's not all. I've got some more bonuses for you. Bonus number 2, and this is 100 templates to use right away. Sometimes it's hard to come up with ideas for designs. We're not all graphic designers. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none, I guess. It's easiest to edit existing designs than to start one from scratch. It's like a writer sitting down to write something and they're staring at a blank screen. That's the hardest part of writing something. Same with design. You're staring at a blank screen, you're like, what do I put here? Well, if you can edit something, it's easy. So I got a whole bunch of these. I'm going to give you 100 templates to use right away. These go for 20 bucks each. They're made by professional designers that I hired to do these. I didn't do them, the designers did. You can edit them to suit your needs. If you want to see an example, I got one over here. Let me just pull this screen over here. Here's a sample of one. So if you're thinking of, oh, sorry, that one. Oh, I got the wrong thing. Make that big. There, like, to my girlfriend, you're amazing. I love you more than I could ever say love your boyfriend. You can edit every single aspect on this. Don't like this heart, you can remove it. Don't like this text, well, you can definitely swap that out. Don't like love your boyfriend, want to put I love you, you can do that. Want to change girlfriend to wife, you can do that. These are fully editable, and there's 100 of these. Okay, all different styles, all different color schemes, just done by professionals. So there's 100 of them, and I even have videos on how to edit them if you're not comfortable with that. That's about 100 times 20 is $2,000 value right there. So add that. Now we're up to $5,994. Want more? Okay, no problem. I ran this last year, okay, in 2022. I'm going to give you access immediately to that boot camp to help speed things up. So let me pull that up over here. So we find that. There it is. It's already up and running. We already had people go through it. This is from last year, but you get access to this. And there are 4 training sessions in that, and there's a whole bunch of good stuff in the group too that you'll get full access to. That's pretty cool. Already done it. I'm going to give it to you so that you can get a jump start, right? That's from last year. There's tons of training, tons of value, gets you going fast. That's a $997 value right there. So now we're up to $6,991 with the webinars, the support, the templates, and last year's boot camp. What about email marketing, right? I said that. I mentioned that. You're going to need to learn this. So I ran a boot camp dedicated to that already. Oh, and that's yours too. So here you go, right here. The email marketing for e-commerce bootcamp is right here. And in here, we've already got 4 training sessions, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are over an hour each. So you got over 4 hours of training on how to use email marketing for e-commerce. That applies perfectly to what we're doing right now. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, if it's Etsy, Shopify, Launchcart, WooCommerce, or Gearbubble. It all applies to all of them. Now, email is king. right? So this is bonus number 4. Email marketing is vital to your success. I got some very cool methods to teach you to get not only your existing customers emails, but prospects, like customers who haven't bought from you, how to get them emails. That'll bring in repeat customers. It doesn't matter which platform you're selling on. That's about a $9.97 value too. Now, all of a sudden, we're up to $7,988 with the live training, the group, the templates, last year's boot camp, and now an email marketing boot camp. And I'm like, is that all? Is that it? Well, hang on. You mentioned Google ads, Gmail ads, display ads, search ads. Those work. Guess what I've got? A boot camp on that. And you can have that too as another bonus. So here you go. It's right here. This one had, I think it was 4 weeks. No, 3 weeks in there of training. So we did a lot. There's basically, you want to learn how to use Google display, Google search, Gmail ads. That's what you need. And it's right there. You get full access to that immediately. It already happened, right? So that's bonus number 5, the Google Ads Bootcamp. Gmail ads, these show in inboxes. Display ads, they show all over the web, like banners. Search ads, they show right on google.com. We already went through a little kind of how that worked. I showed you. That's got about a $9.97 value. So now all of a sudden we're up to $8,985. So you've got the 3 live sessions, dedicated group, 100 templates, last year's bootcamp, email marketing bootcamp, Google Ads bootcamp. Like, what's left to teach, man? What are you going to do in these 3 live sessions? Well, that's where you get the most up-to-date training possible. So how's that sound? Training, support, templates, 3 existing boot camps, you get it all. That is a ton, a boatload of value. I should charge that $8,895 for this, but I'm not charging that much. So I had a choice to make. The first option was, you know what, sell it for cheap, get more people going. The second option is charge more, limit it to fewer people. What did I do? I went with option 1. I want to help as many people as possible. Okay, this is fun for me. I love doing this stuff. It motivates me in my own business too. This is a really good deal at $985. The price is at $997, but hang on. Since you showed up here on the webinar, I'm offering it for 70% off. So that's $299.10, 200, just shy of 300 bucks. And there's the thing, the link at the bottom. 70% off, limited time. Okay, the link is at the bottom right now. It's ppc-coach.com/go. And I think you have to do that in lowercase. Apparently, when you type in a URL, if you do uppercase, it goes to a different folder for some reason, which I didn't know until somebody actually typed that in uppercase and it didn't work. So go lowercase, ppc-coach.com/go. You're getting everything. This is going to help you cash in on Valentine's Day 2023. Now, what's my guarantee? It's simple. I 100% stand by this. If you do nothing, you're going to get nothing. Nothing will change in your life. If your first question is, what's the refund policy? Then we're not a good fit. Your mindset's not right. If you take action, follow the boot camp, follow the challenge, you're going to succeed. So what I'm saying is, if you want to speed up the learning curve, then do it. It's up to you. So if all this did was teach you how to cash in on Valentine's Day 2023, would that be worth it? If all it did was give you support, would that be worth it? If all it did was give you 100 templates to use, would that be worth it? And if all it did was give you immediate access to 3 previous boot camps that I ran on subject, right? Would that be worth it? I think so. You want to cash in? You've got 2 basic options. Option 1, do it alone. Okay, you can do everything I just showed you alone. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook groups, search for how to cash in on Valentine's Day 2023. Find tons of conflicting info, get confused, get overloaded, overthink it, second guess yourself. Believe me, like YouTube is a rabbit hole of second guessing yourself. Waste time, waste energy, struggle. Or option 2, get my help. Training, support, templates, 3 previous boot camps, 4 basically dirt cheap. So which option do you prefer? Well, I think it's a complete no-brainer. Is $299.10 a lot of money? Not really, for what you're getting. What are you really buying? Well, you're buying the best chance for you to profit. I've eliminated the roadblocks to get you making money faster than ever, getting you a ton of value to get you making money as fast as possible. You can do this alone. I did. I went to the School of Hard Knocks before I actually found a mentor, and I have a PhD from it, and it sucks. I'm still sore from the beating I took at the School of Hard Knocks. I wish I had someone who could have showed me all the stuff that I know with my print on demand business now. When you buy time and help, you get there faster. You also increase the odds of making it work for you. So who am I to teach you? I'm just an experienced expert with a lot of success so far. So I've sold over 7 figures, well over, on my way to multiple 7 figures with print on demand sales. If you have any questions, email me, ppccoach@gmail.com. So what's the difference between now and later? Well, now you might be struggling. Later, you won't be anymore. Maybe you're not even struggling. Maybe you're really good at this. You just want to pick up a few golden nuggets. Go for it. However, this is a limited time offer. It's not going to be available forever. Don't wait on it. You might miss the bus. Now, some common questions I get all the time, and then I'll take some that I see coming through the chat box there too. So how is it delivered? There's instructions in the Facebook group. Support is on the dedicated Facebook group. There's 3 live trainings on GoToWebinar, which you're automatically registered when you purchase. The replays are posted in the group. As you can see from my other boot camps, you'll see the same format. Support is available 24/7. When are the live sessions? Well, I put them on Tuesday morning, the 10th, 17th, and 24th. Now, since we have people from around the world, I couldn't really settle on a specific time. So what I did is just a time that works best for the majority. It might not work for you, but don't worry, the replays will be posted. Plus, you can always ask any questions you want in the Facebook group, okay? What if I can't make a session? No problem. Replays are posted, available to view, that should say, not via. No wonder spell check didn't catch that. That should say view. Come on, man. When can I start? Right now. You get instant access to the group. The first live training is Tuesday, but all the bonuses you get right away. So when you order, you go to that order page, you'll see a beautiful page from ThriveCard from me. You'll get an email. One will be the invoice, the receipt. The second email will be instructions on how to join all those other boot camps, including the password. And then I'll approve you, and you're good to go. You're good to get started right away, even before all the live training starts. Do I need a store? Do I need Shopify? Do I need Etsy? No. You could do everything I teach you on those, and I do like them, but you can have a free one with GearBubble. You'll be sending free and or paid traffic to it, along with email. Do I have to do customer service? The way I'm going to show you? No, you don't. GearBubble is going to handle that for you. That's a huge benefit. And you know how much I don't enjoy customer service. I really don't. That's one of the reasons I didn't open a Shopify store originally, was because of customer service. I can't stand it. It's just like people, they order it and they think you're Amazon Prime, and they're like, okay, I ordered 6 hours ago and where's my product? It's like, what? Are you kidding me? You got a couple days, my friend. All right, how will I get paid? Well, you sell on GearBubble. They take out the base cost and the seller's fee. Then you can withdraw the profits to your PayPal or your bank account. I can show you how to do that too. It's very simple. Will this work year round? Yep. But this training is focused on Valentine's Day. So you can take everything you learn and you can apply it to every other holiday going forward if you want. How long is this offer open? Closes Monday night at midnight. First live training is Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. The doors close, and then we're not taking anybody else. So don't wait on this. Will you show me what to sell? Yep. You'll see the store and all the products. It's a free store. You can pick any or all products you want to sell. You'll see ads, you'll see everything. Will you teach me free traffic too? Yep. I'll show you how to sell these without paying for ads too. And the hint is social media, which we kind of already showed you, but I'll show you a way to automate that. What if I have more questions? Good. Email me, Skype. I got to get rid of that because I never turn that on. Or go to my Facebook group, ppc-coach.com/group. That'll redirect you to my Facebook group. Did you join? Awesome. See you in the group in a minute. Still on the fence? Cool. Here's a couple testimonials. Here's one from Mandy. I've known Will for a few years, have a couple of his courses. You'll always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what's working for him now, and he teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses, and within the first lesson, made my investment back. Love that. Here's one from Oliver. I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but feel I need to tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such a great and insightful content. I truly believe you genuinely care and want to help people. You got me started with print on demand back in February, and I'm already seeing great success. Hit several bumps along the way, but just believe in yourself that you can do this, and you will. Take care. Chris, I've been following Will for nearly 3 years now, and to this day, I still think he's the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads. Unfortunately, I can't coach it anymore, but we moved on. So, purchased a couple of his courses in the past, and they've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. Love it. If you want more testimonials, I got close to 200 over there. What happens after you order? Well, you get immediate access to the group. First live training is Tuesday, the 10th. I hope I got that date right, at 11 a.m. Thanks for watching. Now, I cannot wait to help you succeed. You're buying something unique, training, support, templates, and an existing bootcamp. This is basically, I tried to put together an offer that you just can't refuse. If you skip this, I'll call you crazy, but we can part as friends, that's fine. So do not wait on this. This is what you've been searching for. Let's get you profitable and cashing in on Valentine's Day 2023. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time. Go join now if you haven't already. And I'm just going to take some questions and then we'll close it off. So basically, okay, goal. Will there be a replay? Yes, there will be a replay. Did you ever test Gumroad? Not yet. Working on it. Oh, to become a successful trader, you need a mathematical equation in your trading. That's why I trade options only. I actually, I fully understand options, but I'm not confident in myself to actually trade them. Some people sell their Etsy gigs on Amazon, worth the trouble. Yeah, you could sell on Amazon too. When does the challenge start? So Tuesday. Would you agree the success of Etsy gig depends more on the traffic being sent to it than the quality of the gig? Yeah, Etsy's a long-term play. You can't go on there and open a store and expect to see instant results. It's more like a year plus down the road that you'll start seeing consistent sales. Unless you have a product that's really, really good. Is all of this available to the PPC, to the group coaching members? No, this is a little different. I am running a challenge in the group coaching program too, but this is a little bit different in that the group coaching for the next year is the 100K challenge, and that's where I am focusing on Etsy and Shopify for that. So if you're a member of the group coaching program, you'll stay in there. You'll still get that. This is a separate standalone program with a whole bunch of bonuses of other boot camps and templates and all that stuff. So it's just a different product from that. What if I'm already a member of the group coaching program? Yeah, like I said, this is different from the group coaching program. I do run boot camps throughout the year that are like kind of a complement to the program, but you can think of it this way: like your group coaching program, when you're a member in there, that's like owning season tickets to a sporting club. Like say, I love the Toronto Raptors. Say I own season tickets. That means I can go to every game. Whereas a boot camp is like a concert. So say I want to go see Justin Bieber play at Rogers Center. Well, then I would buy that ticket for that concert. So that's a one-time deal. You get access once. You don't get access to all of his future concerts. You know what I mean? So it's just two separate products that I run in my business. Hope that makes sense. But you will get a ton of value in the group coaching program too. There's a lot in there, a lot going on. All right. With that, I'm going to close it off. Again, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate your time. Go join now if you haven't already. And what I'll do is I'll package this up. I'll get GoToWebinar to render it, and then I'll post it up on my YouTube channel, and I'll send out a little email to remind you guys that not remind you, just let you know when the replay is up so you can go back through and digest it over the weekend. And then the doors do close on Monday night at midnight. So if you're taking a little bit of time to decide, that's fine. But don't wait too long, because once those doors close, we're off to the races, and I'd love to have you come on this journey with us. So I appreciate your time. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will talk to you very soon. Thanks, everyone.